Hotel ponds, some of the most secretive and mysterious bodies of water on our great planet today. We've all seen them. We've driven by them. Heck, some of us are lucky enough to even have stayed at a hotel with a private pond on the premises. And some of these private ponds located on hotel grounds are absolutely juiced, loaded with fish, even have some gigantic fish, way bigger than there even should be. But what if? We booked a hotel room for the sole purpose of fishing that mysterious private pond that's located on the hotel's property. I was inspired by my good friend, John B. Rizzle, John B. Rowland, John Bartolocini? How do you say his last name?
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later.
Yeah, he doesn't answer the phone when I call, so I guess we're not that good of friends. But recently, John B did a video where he booked an Airbnb for the sole purpose of fishing private water. Now, he actually succeeded in his mission because he was able to catch a nice fish out of that private water before he ran into a Karen who inevitably kicked him out. I had 2 different bass. What's that? So we are here at this beautiful Fairfield Inn and Suites in Dallas, Texas, and we have the same goal in mind. We have booked this hotel room. We have this juicy pond behind us that actually skirts around the entire property. Now, I didn't travel with a lot of fishing gear, so I had to make a late night run to Walmart last night just to gear up. Now, because we're gonna be fishing some ponds I've never fished before, I'm gonna try to keep things simple with my lure selections and just try to get some key items that I feel really confident I can catch fish with. Dude. A toad thumper? What is that? Is that some Texas stuff? Wow, I actually want to get one of those. Walmart said it's new, so there you go. A couple crawl lures, probably not a bad thing to have. I'll tell you another thing that's not bad to have, and that is a stick bait. Yeah, there we go, a little watermelon red. Let's not complicate this too much. Thinking a spinner bait's probably also not a terrible idea to have. So let's grab just one, maybe 2 spinner baits. Wow, I am not seeing a whole lot of crankbaits here. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, right when I say that, the old cotton cordell super spot. You guys remember the old Hank Parker rods they used to have in Walmart? Well, this is not your dad's Hank Parker speed stick right here. This thing looks pretty freaking sleek. So it's a 610 medium. So that'll be pretty good to maybe throw that spinnerbait on or something like that. There's a Lose Laser speed stick right there. And I believe, yep, that's a medium heavy, finally, okay. And maybe just in case all else fails, we can throw a little paddle tail swim bait on there and maybe just slow roll that thing on the bottom or something. All right, I like what we got going on here. We got some old reliables, we got some new stuff that I've never seen before, and we got a couple moving baits and a couple of cheap rods to throw them on. I think we're good. Now, I arrived late last night and the weather was absolute I mean, it was rainy, it was cold, pretty terrible fishing weather, but we went out exploring last night and we actually had a pretty gnarly wildlife encounter. Where is this pond? That's the real question here. Oh yeah. Oh, I see water, boys. Guys, look at this. This is absolutely insane looking. And this is just a little piece of it. It actually winds all the way around here and kind of forms into like a little creek. Dude, look how much bigger it is on this side over here. Wow. So we've got a lot of fishable water right here, right behind the hotel. I'm just trying to put my eye on an actual fish. Ha, 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 ha. Ooh, some beer bottles. So you know there's some good fishing down here. We are in it, boys. Now this creek does start to get super skinny right here. Is that a standard rock? Oh wow, that's a slick mud covered rock. I almost broke my ankle. Oh, 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 oh. Guys, do you see that fish right there? Oh my gosh. What even is that? Oh! It was a freaking beaver! Oh, it was a beaver! What the f just happened? What? Oh! We scared the shit out of each other. I thought it was like a giant carp, or I don't even know what I thought it was, but I thought it was a fish. And then he came up and turned around and looked at me. Oh! And we both freaked out when we saw each other. That still doesn't answer the question if there's live fish in here. We just know there are living creatures, that's for dang sure. All right, well, the creek continues on that way for a little while, but I think we should come back when it's a little safer in the light of day. See you guys in the morning. That's right, folks, the holiday season is finally here, and my partners over at DraftKings have a special holiday gift just for you. Right now, all new customers who place an initial $5 bet on literally anything will receive $150 of bonus bets if that initial bet hits. That's right, guys, it's as easy as downloading the DraftKings Sportsbook app for free. Then make sure you sign up using my promo code LOJO, make that initial $5 bet on anything, and boom, if that first bet hits, you're gonna receive your $150 of bonus bets. You can stay in on the action by using that $150 of bonus bets and rolling that right into what's called a same game parlay. That's when you make multiple bets within the same game, giving you a shot at an even bigger payout. If sports betting is not yet legal in your state, don't worry about it. DraftKings still has you covered with things like daily fantasy that give you a shot at cash prizes. It's the holiday season, guys. There's a ton of different sports going on right now. Get in on the action. Use DraftKings. I've been with them for several years now. The crown is yours, folks. Have a good Christmas. Oh yeah. Whoo, boys. Good morning. The weather cleared up a little bit from last night. We might dodge some showers today, but overall it's looking pretty nice. Oh, we got turtles. Dude, turtles everywhere. Well, like I was saying last night, there is clearly a ton of wildlife in this water right now. Oh, dude, I see fish. Let's just take the old yum dinger right here. I have not made even the first practice cast with this equipment since putting it all together. Okay, there we go. Okay, that didn't work out very well. Oh man, I just spooked something. Now you gotta figure people come down here and fish. I mean, look at all the trash. That's normally your dead giveaway that an area does get fished on the regular. Ooh, there we go. Okay, well, we got fish, boys. Definite fish. Just so crazy. The creek gets so skinny right here. You almost think it's gonna end, but then when you wind around the corner, it just gets bigger and bigger, and you've got those two big old holding ponds over there. What about the old toad thumper? The old crawl right there. Looks pretty good, pretty realistic. It's a tilapia. It's a giant tilapia. Oh, he doesn't look good. He actually looks like he might be dying right now. Dude, is that fish not dying right now? Well, I gotta go down there and see if my buddy's okay. And I'm not okay with him just dying by himself, floating up by a fair-filled inn. Don't worry, friend, I'm coming. I think that's him right there. He just died. There's no freaking way we just witnessed a fish taking his last breath. I think that's him right here. See if I can wake him up. Come on, buddy. I guess maybe it's just too cold for tilapia to live. If that's the case, how could there be tilapia in here anyways? I mean, I'm not a scientist or anything, I'm just saying. Wow, we've only been out here for 5 minutes and we've seen tons of fish activity. I don't really know what to make of this place yet. I don't know if it's teeming with life or if it's just a beacon of death. Can't help but feel like they've retreated to up underneath the bridge. Oh boy, that's not how you cast. There we go. So we got old boy right there who does not appear to be doing well, but if you look around, there's dead tilapia like all over the place. There's another one right there. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're dead everywhere, bro. Look, there's another one right there. There's another one right there. I'm not even kidding right now when I say I think we are literally witnessing a giant fish kill in this creek, either due to the cold weather or maybe all the rain they got has flipped this little pond, meaning it pulls all the oxygen out when you get a bunch of cold rain all of a sudden. I don't really know, but it's kind of crazy. It's a little sad. I haven't seen any dead bass though, and I hate to prioritize one species of fish over the other, but Hey, buddy. It's okay. Look at that, guys. I can literally just touch him and he doesn't even care. Wow. Yeah, so he's about to die. Another dead tilapia right there. This is like a horror movie. All right, switched it up to the old lipless crankbait here because I'm figuring if we want to put something out there that could catch anything, let's throw this bad boy. Also, the fountain just kicked on too. That was not on earlier. Oh my gosh, I think we were just on. I think I just got bit, like followed up right there. No, I think I got followed up and got bit right there. Oh, there's another tilapia right there who's probably gonna die any second. Guys, look how far back this lake goes. I hope I don't get attacked by a Canadian geese along the way. I'm actually not sure if I'm even on the hotel's property anymore. Well, it's become very clear to me that this pond and subsequent creek is probably currently in the middle of some type of a weird weather flip, and I don't know how many fish are going to be caught out here right now. If we were looking for a pond that was chock full of dead tilapia and dying tilapia, we would have hit the jackpot. But fear not, because I'm actually going to be in Dallas for multiple days, so I actually booked another hotel on the opposite side of town with an even juicier looking pond on the property. So although we failed here, I do not believe we're going to fail there. See you guys there. Christmas time. Oh, geez, there's people taking family photos. Sorry. Here we go, boys. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we have made it to the next hotel. The pond that is right next to this hotel looks absolutely juiced out. It's actually a huge lake, too. It wraps around the entire property, goes on for a while. It's a lot of opportunities. We've got an hour or two of daylight left. Let's not waste any time. Let's get going. Dude, look at this area right here. This is so sick. You've got like a little waterfall right here, a little holding pool, and another waterfall right there. Oh, there's a ton of fish right there. Absolute tons of fish. Yeah, this is a full-fledged park. Just a straight up family park. Probably no fishing allowed, but I have not seen a sign yet. I respect signs when I see them. Okay, this water looks a little... Oh, there was a bass right there. I just spooked him. What a stinking idiot. So we do have confirmed largemouth bass in this body of water. That's fantastic. We're already off to a better start than we were at the last place. I'm in the tree. Oh, I see a couple bass. Oh, and they're up shallow. Oh my God, there's like 20 of them right there. How much you want to bet this cast just scares them all off? Okay, I don't know how to approach this. There's like 100 bass down there and I don't want to spook them, so I'm gonna cast way past them. Okay, here we go. Coming into the strike zone here. It would be great if somebody reacted to it. Let's try running this cranker through here and just see. Oh my gosh, there was bass chasing it. They chased it all the way in. Just nobody was man enough to eat it. These are some peculiar largemouth bass. Peculiar being the key word. Okay, so we got some roaming wolf packs of bass. It's kind of hard to catch them that way. Good news is we know there's bass here, and there's tons of them. And we've got some other lure options to consider. And if we don't catch one this evening, we've got all morning tomorrow morning to catch one as well. So I'm not even worried about it. Oh, this is cool. So there's like a whole nother set of ponds over here that I think that's all connected to this hotel pond. Dude, another freaking waterfall. This place is sick. There's a lot of bait fish in here. I'm already liking this side a lot better. It's a lot more vegetation in the water. It's not just like a fish bowl like it is up there. This looks like a much more natural pond, if that makes sense. Oh, there's even grass way out there. Yeah. Let's fire one out there next to this little drain. Something about drains, you just always feel like there's a fish near it. I did a little bit of a bait switcheroo. Went ahead and put this little paddle tail on this Texas rig that I have on a braid combo. So I feel like that's gonna come through this grass really well, even if I'm like slow rolling it. Oh yeah, that's gonna come through. And I've got that braided line on there so I can really yank it through. Uh-oh, we got a little drain situation right here. Oh. Hello there. You guys know a drain can be deadly. It's a lot deeper right there in front of the drain. Some deep, deep grass. I bet you anything when it's spawning season, a bass spawns right there probably every single year. I would not want to fall down there. Let's cast the old spinnerbait around, just kind of see. Oh, I just got freaking cranked. First bite at the new pond. Oh man. Whew, I'm awake. Out in some kind of deep water, just slow rolling that paddle tail right through the grass. Dang, that is frustrating. Guys, I was walking back to the hotel and I see two giant bass. I am not exaggerating right now. They are big. Oh my gosh. I cannot move. Oh God, they're like cruising right along the edge of this wall. Like those little ones were earlier. Oh my gosh. They are monsters. As biggest bass I've seen. They were like 5-pounders. They were like 5-pounders, okay? They were thick too. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe that just happened. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some lure switches. We're gonna have to make some adjustments, but we know they're here now. Like there's no more guesswork involved. Could really go for some continental breakfast right now, but we've got no time for that. We've got bigger fish to fry, literally. Man, it is hazy this morning. This might actually be really good for us. Now, I did make some lure switch ups last night. I got some really cool stuff going on. I actually got some prototype lures from one of my buddies, actually named Isaac, out here in Texas. Shout out to Isaac. But these are some like unreleased live target baits. So I'm gonna test them out a little bit today. And one of these prototype lures is like a topwater toad runner type deal. And I cannot wait to throw that. I think it's time for this little topwater toad deal to come show me what it's got. Just see what this thing's like. I guess it's just got one of them little wobbly leg action deals. Oh my God. Oh, I think it's a carp or a catfish or something, but geez, just came across two huge fish. So there's all kinds of big fish out here. We should have got a freaking can of corn and try to catch one of these big carp. There's another one right there. The other prototype lure that I have is this little swim bait right here. Look at that little guy. Let's see what that looks like. Oh man, that thing is juicy. I really felt like I needed to downsize my swim bait presentation since the water is kind of, you know, so cold. My buddy Isaac actually hooked me up with quite a few prototype baits, and there was one in there in particular that I think is going to really help us. Check out these craws right here. Like, look at that. Look at that one. That's the one I'm gonna tie on. The thing is, I'm able to sight them really well this morning. I don't think they can see me that well, but this is gonna be something I can actually flip at a bass, and it's gonna look super realistic, just like a crawfish. Oh yeah. Well, I've gotta drop this thing down there, right? Oh my God! First fish of the trip came out of that hole down there. You've got to be kidding me. What a beautiful fish. Beautiful Texas largemouth, baby. That's what I'm talking about. With that prototype crawfish in his mouth. I cannot believe that just happened. Oh, not a bad fish either. Look at the coloration on that fish. Let's stinking go, bro. Oh, boys, it feels good. We've been grinding for this fish for multiple days. Let's go ahead and get him back without dying ourselves. So he came from right here at the bottom of this waterfall. See you later, bud. Appreciate you, dude. I made a little flip down there, as you guys saw, and I was just kind of letting the bait soak. And I'm like looking over here, looking at all the bait fish that are hanging out in this cove, and all of a sudden my rod hand's like boop, 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 gets pulled. I'm like, wait, what? Just lift straight up, and there he was. Hotel rooms, private ponds. Been bouncing around Dallas, Texas for 2 days trying to catch a freaking fish, and we finally did it. But now that we've caught a nice little 2+ pounder from down here, that means there's probably some good bass back there in that one too. But boys, we did it. We're not gonna get skunked today, dude. I was really worried I was gonna book 2 hotel rooms and not catch a fish, which would be something that only I could do. The old prototype craw did pretty well, I'd say. Okay, this is where you get hurt right here, boys. Stay tuned. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whoa. These rocks are a little slick. Gotta be careful. On another note, this little Hank Parker Walmart rod, medium power, absolutely handled that fish. For as cheap as this rod was, I think it performed pretty dang well right there. Better than I thought it would have. Guys, there's a bass down there by that drain that we looked at yesterday. He looks like he's pretty good size too. Oh my gosh, he just saw it. Oh, he just saw it. Oh my gosh, this freaking branch is just in the worst spot. Dang it. I couldn't get a good angle on this fish. I think I spooked him out, but maybe he'll come back in. I had 2 different bass. What's that? Fish? Okay, thank you. Oh yeah. I think that's that koi that I saw earlier. That lady is just yelling at me, telling me that there's a fish right there. Little does she know, I don't want to catch that fish. I don't even know if you can catch koi. Is that legal? I don't even know the legalities of that. Wow, this has been an epic 2 days, but it is almost 11 a.m. checkout time at this hotel. So I'm afraid our fishing adventure is officially coming to an end right now. However, we did not get skunked, which is what I was worried about all day yesterday after we left the first hotel and got here to the second hotel, but that's not what happened. But if you guys enjoyed this style of video, smash that thumbs up button. If we get 10,000 likes, we will do this whole thing again. Guys, remember NFG drop is live, nfgshop.com. Help support us, a veteran-owned company. We're freedom-loving Americans making clothing that we like. That's all there is to it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.